Karens. They're everywhere. They come in all shapes and sizes. From miserable old hags that don't have anything better to do, to spoiled 22-year-olds who have had such an easy life, they think it's okay to allegedly fight police officers and tackle 14-year-olds.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
You think you know this girl, but what if I told you you had no idea how much of a menace to society she was prior to her infamy? Get tight, sit tight, get comfortable, and grab some popcorn because this is some crazy shit.
No, I'm not letting you. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
I don't feel that my accusation is a crime.
It all starts with this girl. She's a bitch. Total bitch. Her name is Miya Ponsetto. And before she became the infamous Karen we all know and hate, she was an infamous Karen we didn't know but still would have hated. Miya has had quite the run-ins with police, even before the viral moment that dubbed her the Soho Karen.
Know your f***ing place, trash.
She was arrested 3 times in 2020 alone, with the first one being on February 28th, 2020, where she coincidentally was in a hotel incident, her first one. She was arrested for the first time alongside her mother, Nicole, who is a fantastic role model as we can see. The arrest took place in Beverly Hills at a 5-star Peninsula hotel. By the way, Mia's family is very rich. The incident started one afternoon when Miya and Nicole were supposed to be checked out of the hotel and gone by that day. Apparently the hotel asked them to turn in their key and one of the girls was like, "Miss me with that shit," and refused to check out. I don't know if it was Miya or her mom who started making a scene, but both looked very drunk and both women refused to leave. Cops were called, but that wouldn't convince the girls to leave peacefully. The situation escalated to the point where Nicole allegedly pushed and kicked one of the officers. She kicked that officer like you should kick that subscribe button. Miya and Nicole were arrested and both charged with being drunk in public, but Nicole got that extra battery on an officer charge. Now check this out, right? So they were both charged on May 28th. The next day after she was charged, the very next day, Miya was arrested again. She was pulled over for failure to obey a traffic lane, and while the cop was pulling her over, he ran her tag and it came back to an owner with a suspended license, because of course it would. When the officer approached Mia's window, he apparently saw signs that she was impaired because
of course.
Now the craziest part is that she allegedly confessed to the officer to have taken something before she started driving. Something? What kind of something? Well, something like a Xanax. Yeah. So she allegedly popped a Xanny and started driving with a suspended license, because of course she would. Obviously the cop has to arrest her now, so he asked her to step out of the car, but according to the officer, she refused, because of course she would. The officer claims that she became violent and actively resisted arrest after he forcibly pulled her out of the car. Miya was arrested and charged with 2 counts of driving under the influence, 1 count of driving with a suspended license, and 1 count of unlawful use of a driver's license. Miya has now racked up 5 charges in 5 months, which is very impressive for all the wrong reasons. But she's not done yet. Miya and her mom were coming back for the sequel, but this time the arrest was caught on video. On October 3rd, 2020, Miya and Nicole were seen on the side of the road arguing outside their car. A witness who saw them pulled over to see if they needed any help, but as soon as the witness approached them, Miya hopped back in her car and yelled at her mom to get in. Miya, who was driving, sped off recklessly, and the witness returned to her vehicle and called the cops while tailing them, believing that Miya, the driver, was drunk. The 2 single Ponsetto girls pulled over to a nearby gas station where cops would soon meet up with them and where a different witness would take this video.
She didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, she did nothing. Can I see your warrant? Where's your warrant? Yeah, give me your warrant. Give me your warrant. She signed a warrant. I'm not doing anything wrong. You are just coming here for no reason. Oh my god. You are just detaining me for no reason. I'm not even touching you. You are asking for literally a lawsuit. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything to you. Do you see that I didn't do anything to him? No. Hey, I will not resist and you do not touch me. Hey. Oh, no, I didn't do anything to you, dude.
Like I said, it's to protect her in case anything happens between them. It's to protect her. I just asked you don't touch me, please and thank you.
I didn't do anything to you.
Ma'am.
I didn't do anything to you, dude.
Ma'am, he's telling you more than 5 times now. You should please listen. I'm just trying to protect everybody here.
That's my daughter. She didn't do anything wrong.
She's doing something wrong right now.
I didn't do anything wrong, dude.
Relax.
Oh my god. Let me go. Let me go then. Alright, well, when you got me on, because I need you. Alright, yeah, relax, because you just like are a man of power. You call your wife in the yeah, okay. No, oh, I remember when Mike was small. I remember how you needed to come out. Oh.
What did he say?
Alright guys, so before I wrote the script, I originally made a joke saying that maybe she has like a fetish, or maybe she has like a thing for being arrested, because she's been arrested so many times and allegedly all of them were violent encounters. So I was thinking maybe she, maybe she likes it. I don't know, right? I didn't originally put it in the script because I didn't know, but now after seeing that and hearing that, I don't know, man. Maybe she does. Maybe she does. Anyways, here's the rest of the clip.
I didn't do anything. What did I do? What did I do? Why? What did I do?
Step back.
Why? No,
Step
no,
back.
I did not do anything. No, I didn't do anything.
That's the next step after getting arrested.
I didn't do anything.
We're all past for that.
No. Okay, all right. Can you just get me over with an You are treating me like I'm literally like a criminal. I didn't do anything. Ah! I'm not even laughing. I'm like, I just think you guys are like a joke. You guys are a joke. There are like gang members that are killing people right now, and you're arresting a girl. That is literally a joke.
Are you gonna get in the car?
Please! I would rather stay. No, I want to talk. I have the right to talk to my mother.
Stop. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Who are you? Who are you? What's your name?
Somebody manly.
Get my hands. Get my feet up. Get my feet up.
No, you're kicking at us.
Why am I under arrest?
Mia seems to hang out with her mother a lot, and that's probably because she doesn't have any friends. Like, no one wants to hang out with her, not even with all that wealth and privilege. She still doesn't have a single friend, and that says a lot.
You are treating me like I'm literally like a criminal.
Treating you like a criminal? I wonder why. In my opinion, bro, she should have a 3-star Wanda level for life.
Oh, shit.
Like, they should have a helicopter on her at all times watching her every move. That's just me, though. Here's the thing. Fuck all of those arrests. All those were warm-up rounds. Baby Karen tantrums. All those were just the lead up to this moment. The moment you all came here for. The Arlo Hotel incident. December 26, 2020. At the Arlo Hotel in New York City. A piece of shit. A woman was making a ruckus at the front desk. A father and son duo, Keon Harold Sr. and Keon Harold Jr. were just minding their business until they heard a woman yell, "That's my phone, that's my phone." She began to accuse Keon Jr. of stealing her phone. An altercation would ensue where Mia was caught on video seemingly chasing after and tackling the 14-year-old Keon Jr.
This is my phone.
Show me. No.
You don't have to explain nothing to her.
Take the case off. That's mine. Literally, get it back. Please.
Are you kidding me? You feel like there's only one iPhone made in the world?
No. Okay, then show me the.
No, you get a life.
Over
Yeah,
there.
no,
What's
go
on your
You guys,
background?
you better go use find my iPhone. Go do that.
Find my iPhone is on.
Can you
on that
come
right
in?
now.
No, you can't. No,
I'm
you
the
can't.
manager of the hotel.
I don't care.
He will
This is
right
my
now.
son.
Hey,
Didn't you see me?
I'm trying to help.
No, but you're not helping.
I
What
am.
you've been is
First-
disrespectful.
No, I'm trying to settle the
No.
situation.
I'm
asking
my son
for-
has nothing to do with her.
No.
I'm trying to figure out what's
but
going
he has
on
my
in the
phone.
lobby.
Then show me the proof. No, he's not leaving. Show me the proof.
Are you
Show me
kidding
the
me?
proof.
You better get on.
I need you away.
Let's go,
I
kid.
need you away.
I'm sorry.
Better get on. We have what you see two black people.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Better get on
No,
somewhere,
please
lady.
get my phone back. I cannot not have my phone.
Listen, get your ass.
From that moment on, she will forever be referred to as the Soho Karen. The Harold family would press charges, of course. Both civil and criminal charges were filed against Miya Ponsetto. You've all seen the video, you all know the story. It's been covered a million times by now, but I guarantee you don't know. I bet you a signed dollar you don't know what else she did that day, that same fucking day. Alright, check this out. Check this out, right? Okay, so a few hours before the Arlo Hotel incident, Mia allegedly used a fire extinguisher to bust down a door to an apartment building.
Here's Johnny.
She hit that door how you should hit that like button. A tenant who lived in the building claimed that they saw Mia smashing down the door and confronted her. Mia claimed she rented the apartment through Airbnb and she locked herself out with the keys still in the room. Even though, according to TMZ sources, Airbnb isn't allowed to operate in that building, which makes sense. She also allegedly didn't even try to contact the management to open the door for her. She just chose violence. Karen, after some persistence, would get in and basically vandalize the inside of the apartment for the next few hours. Destroying curtains, throwing mail all over the floors, quote, dirtied up the bathroom. And sadly, like I said, this was before the hotel incident, so she wasn't arrested for this. By the time the cops got there, she was gone. Which makes me ask, what the fuck happened to the person who confronted her? Did they just leave without telling management? Did they believe her? Miya was allegedly in there for hours and no one was notified? Hey, why are you smashing down that door?
Oh, I left my keys inside. I'm just trying to get in.
That makes sense to me.
Carry on. If she did do this, we have no idea why. She doesn't live in New York, she lives in California. I don't think her ex lives there. Was she on a bad trip? Did she really think that was her Airbnb? A lot of questions haven't been answered and maybe never will be, sadly. Next up in the Soho chapter, we have an interview she did with Gayle King, which was supposed to be her apology, but as you'll see, her apology went about as good as Conor McGregor trying to apologize.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
If you haven't seen this interview yet, wait till you get a load of this.
Miya, help me understand. What made you think that Keon had your phone? That's why I'm confused. Why did you think he had it?
I was approaching this.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there. Yep, just wanted to point that out. Yep, Daddy. She has a hat on that says Daddy. She wore that on her interview that was supposed to try to revive her public image. Just wanted to point that out. Let's continue.
The people that had been exiting the hotel, because in my mind, anybody exiting is probably the one that might be the one that is trying to steal my phone. I admit, yes, I could have approached the situation differently, or maybe not yelled at him like that and made him feel, you know, maybe some sort of inferior way, making him feel as if I was like hurting his feelings, because that's not my intention. I consider myself to be super sweet.
I didn't do anything. What did I do?
I really never ever meant for it to like hurt him or his father either.
You just described yourself as super sweet. I know you've seen the video. When you look at the video, the reaction seems very extreme. It doesn't seem like it's someone who's super sweet.
How would you feel if you were alone in New York and, you know, you're going to spend time with your family during the holidays and you lose the one thing that gets stolen from you that has all of the access to the only way that you're able to get back home?
How would I feel if I was in New York in a 5-star hotel my mom paid for, and now mommy has to use her alimony to buy me a new iPhone because I lost my 3rd iPhone this year? I mean, come on, she says that like she has no other way to contact people. And I'm not even surprised. She looks like the type to not know her parents' phone number by heart.
I just don't think I would randomly attack people, is what I'm saying to you. I know you said you could have handled it better, but I just don't think I would randomly attack people in the manner in which you did. What do you think when you look at that video? You're standing there in your leggings and your flip-flops, and it looks like you're just going nuts, for lack of a better word.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
I don't feel that that is who I am as a person. I don't feel like this one mistake does define me, but I do sincerely from the bottom of my heart apologize that if I made the son feel as if I assaulted him, or if I hurt his feelings or the father's feelings.
I don't believe one mistake defines anybody, but I think when I look at that particular video, you did more than just accuse him. The video seems to show that you physically attacked this young boy. You do see that too, right?
But at the end of the day, the dad did end up like slamming me to the ground and pulling my hair and throwing me and dragging me across the ground. So I will say that.
Okay, so hypothetically, if this did happen, it was probably when you were on the ground and he was simply trying to pull you off of his son. So way to go, redirecting the blame to the father who was just trying to protect his own kid.
Yeah, but I think, you know, the video we saw, it looked like you had just attacked his son.
Yeah, the footage shows me attacking his son, of attacking him how? Attacking him how? Attacking him how? Yelling at him? Yes. Yelling at him? Yes. Attacking his son, of attacking him how? Yelling at him? Yes. Okay, I apologize. Can we move on?
I know you're saying I don't need to, I just want to apologize, but I do think that there should be some context to your actions that day.
Okay, so basically, I'm a 22-year-old girl. Racism how is one girl accusing a guy about a phone a crime? Where is the context in that?
Mia,
What is the deeper? What is the deeper? What is the deeper
Mia,
story
it's
here?
not. That's not the problem. You have to at least understand your actions that day. You seem to have attacked this little boy, this young boy, this teenager. You seem to have attacked this teenager about the phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone. That's the thing. I mean, you're saying, look, I'm 22 years old. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22. I get it.
Enough. Enough. Enough.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either, folks. She did that to Gayle King on camera for an interview that was supposed to mend her public image. If she acts like that on the news, imagine how she acts to her day-to-day basis. Also, I've seen plenty of interviews where a lawyer is present. The lawyer is usually there to make sure the client doesn't say something stupid, but I've never seen the lawyer actually have to step in because their client said something stupid. Look at her face, bruh. This is a defeated woman. And spoiler alert, one of Mia's Uber drivers was the one who returned her phone to the hotel because she had left it in their car. So one, she's irresponsible as hell, and two, she clearly doesn't care about her phone that much.
The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone. I did get my belongings returned to me. So maybe it wasn't him, but at the same time, how is it so that as soon as I get asked to leave the premises, after I had accused this person of stealing my phone, how is it that all of a sudden they just miraculously have my phone when I come back?
So Mia is implying that she still thinks Keon had her phone. Like, she really can't come to terms with the possibility of her being wrong. She's like, even though I'm wrong, I'm not wrong. Even though I'm racist, I'm not racist. And even though I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
They just miraculously have my phone when I come back. And it didn't seem as if my accusations really bothered the son and the father, because they were just enjoying a nice meal right after this whole encounter. But all I'm saying,
I don't know if you, Mia,
is I want
don't
this
know
to
if
be
you could say
over,
what,
and I'm sorry.
whether they were
so I
bothered
would love
by
to
your,
make this short and
I don't
sweet,
know if
Gail.
Mia, I want to go back to that day. Take us back to that day. We've all seen the video.
Okay, so I arrived back to the hotel after grabbing some Starbucks. I had noticed my phone had been missing, so I just approached the hotel manager, asked him if he could kindly just check the footage. In my opinion, I was like, okay, any person walking down could possibly be the person that might have had my phone. I wasn't racial profiling whatsoever. I'm a woman. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm like a woman of color. I'm Italian, Greek, Puerto Rican.
You keep saying you're Puerto Rican. Does that mean that you can't be racist because you're saying you're a woman of color? Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Well, I would disagree that people of color can be racist too. Do you believe that you should pay a price for this?
I don't feel that my accusation is a crime.
But it's more than the accusation. It's the way that you tackled him, it seems, on the videotape. What would you do differently? You said that you look at that tape and that's not who you are.
I think I could have just asked the hotel manager. So yes, I could have stepped aside, or the father and I. We immediately could have started just speaking at a lower tone, and probably that would have handled the whole situation a lot better.
It's been reported that your phone was returned to you by an Uber driver. Is that true?
That is not true, because I arrived at the hotel with my phone in my hand.
Okay, who returned your phone to you?
The hotel receptionist.
Mia, where had the phone been?
Why don't we ask the hotel receptionist?
Mia, to be honest, I'm telling you, you seem to be not remorseful, to have no contrition, that you're almost a little flippant about this. You have to understand, for this teenage boy who says that he was shattered, who said that he was traumatized, this is a big
traumatized.
Deal.
This isn't about you, rat ass bitch. Like, can you be more self-centered? This isn't about you. This is about your actions.
Traumatized too because...
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. He is honestly, he's 14. And that's what they're claiming. Yeah, I'm 22. I've lived probably just the same amount of life as him. Like, honestly.
That's a little sus.
I'm just as a kid at heart as he is. I feel sorry that I made the family go through like all of that stress, but at the same time, it wasn't just them going through that.
I just don't think that you helped yourself by your behavior. When you looked at that video, what did you think? What did you think, Mia, when you looked at the video?
You already asked me that in the beginning of the interview. I'm not going over it again. I would like to have a real interview with real questions and real heart and real sincere apologies. Let 2021 be the moment of healing. Seriously.
All right.
Period, sis. I bet you had such a hard year traveling around the country with your rich family. Oh, and by the way, after this interview, the attorney dropped her as a client. She couldn't take it anymore. There was no light at the end of the tunnel, so she skedaddled.
Skedaddle! Get the out of here! Fucking
As much as this interview would make anyone rethink their life choices, Miya, of course, was not done with her legal troubles, because a few days later, on January 7th, 2021, in Peru, California, a police officer was reportedly trying to pull Miya over as she ignored the sirens and just kept driving home. I guess Miya was fairly close to her house, and it seemed that she just couldn't be bothered with dealing with another cop, since she's had a lot of run-ins with them recently. She allegedly didn't pull over and just kept driving home and just parked in her parking lot like nothing happened. I guess she was trying to touch home base, I don't know. The police officer obviously kept following her, lights flashing, trying to get her to pull over. When she finally did get to her driveway, the officer asked her to step out, but according to one of the officers, Miya was enraged and refused to get out of the car. She, quote, tried to slam the door on one of the deputies. We know how Miya likes to do it, so the officer forcibly removed her, detained her, and ended up arresting her. Just how Miya likes it. The officers determined that she was drunk, and this was her second DUI in 4 months. And by this time, the New York City Police Department had issued an active warrant for the arrest of Miya Ponsetto for the hotel incident. No, not that one. That one. This is her last known arrest, and I know it took me a while to get through all of them, but that's all. Also, all of you must have asked by now, how can a person grow up to become as bad as Miya? Well, if you were to ask me, I would say she came from everything and had no struggle in her life whatsoever. She's the real life version of Little Jack Warner.
No, I never had much as a kid. Just loving parents, and stability in a mansion, and a thriving baked goods enterprise for me to inherit.
She even looks like him too. Like, come on, bro. She's not even that bad, bro. She's not even that bad. I don't want to body shame, but like, how can you be rude and ugly at the same time? Pissing me off twice. I'm sorry, guys. I just really don't like this girl, if that wasn't obvious. I'll calm down now. Let's continue. She was a cheerleader in high school because, of course, she was. She seemed like the type to be full of herself, and that observation is confirmed by a statement made by Vanessa Yeah. Quote, Miya wouldn't even look your way if she thought you weren't important or didn't have any money. Vanessa went to Simi Valley High School with Miya. It seems that Miya had always gone her way and never received any punishment for her actions. Even now, Miya has been charged with multiple crimes but still has not faced any jail time. But that seemed like it was about to change, or at least we hoped it would. On July 1st, 2021, a grand jury indicted Miya on 4 counts: attempted robbery, attempted grand larceny, endangering the welfare of a child, and attempted assault. People were happy to see the charges get filed, but a happiness would only last about a year. On April 11th, 2022, Miya agreed to a plea deal. So she pled guilty, but the deal allowed her to escape any jail time. For now, the plea deal involved Miya having to stay out of trouble for the next about 2 years. So if she's arrested within these 2 years, she could face up to 4 years in jail. So... Oh, and remember those criminal charges that the Harrell family filed against Miya? Well, the court date was on April 4th-ish, and she just didn't show up. Just didn't go, couldn't be bothered. Soho Karen, more like no-show Karen. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry. No happy ending here. At least not yet, not yet. She still has like almost another year of good behavior, and to be honest, I don't know how the hell she managed to stay out of trouble this past year without incident. Regardless, it's still a whole nother year that she needs to resist her Karen instincts. Bro, I've never wanted so bad for someone to commit a crime in my life. I don't usually prey on people's downfalls, but for this girl, dear Father, who art in heaven, I'm just as upset as you are. I really wanted to see this brat get some karma and a dose of reality. I think it must be her wealth keeping her out of jail, because it's clearly not pretty privilege. I like to be optimistic. I will be patiently waiting for if and when she slips up again. So yeah, guys, we have another year to see if Miya will pay for her crimes. If she gets arrested again, she will face jail time. I will be the first on YouTube to report it, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Anyways, I'm so grateful for you that stuck around. This is the longest video I've ever made, and I kind of liked it, so let me know if you liked it. I hope to see you soon, but until next time, y'all be safe.